Once, your father purchased land under your name. A family member has. Watch quickly. Archangel Michael says, this message has been guided directly to you because something sacred tied to your bloodline is at risk. Years ago, your father made a silent and powerful gesture out of love. He purchased land and registered it under your name. This land, although hidden from the chaos of the world, carries not just soil and stone, but a legacy. He never told many people about it. To him, it was a gesture of eternal protection, a gift meant to anchor you in stability when the tides of life turned. But now, whispers have begun to stir within your own family. A family member, someone you know, someone who once smiled in your face, is circling around that property like a hawk. They recently discovered the truth, either by accident or through someone who couldn't keep a secret. And instead of informing you, instead of protecting your interest, they are attempting something dark. They are planning to change the papers. They are talking to someone, a man, likely in legal circles, someone experienced with property transfers. A signature, a forged document, a manipulated record, that is the path they are choosing. And it is unfolding quietly while you sleep at night. There's an urgency you haven't felt before. You may have had dreams recently, visions of land, dirt, foundations. Those were not dreams. That was your father's spirit and heaven's messengers trying to wake you up. The truth is, this land isn't just physical, it's spiritual. The property carries your father's love, energy, and final intention. The one who is trying to steal it may think it's about wealth, but it's more than that. If they succeed, they won't just be taking land, they will be stealing your birthright. Archangel Michael says, you must now rise into your authority. Someone close to you has already made the call. A meeting has been scheduled, possibly within the week, with someone who has the power to alter official records. The person trying to steal what's yours may be using charm, lies, even forged documents to sway the process. But heaven sees it all. And now, so must you. Your father's decision was deliberate. He placed your name on that land because he knew storms would come, people would betray you, but land would remain. And now, the same blood that once swore to protect you is trying to erase your presence from it. They have lied and said you sold it to them long ago. They've already rehearsed the story. To outsiders, they'll say you weren't interested. To the lawyer, they'll say it was an agreement. But to heaven, it's theft in plain sight. There's more. Your father's original documentation is still available, somewhere in the home you once grew up in. It's either tucked behind a family photo, buried in a worn-out file box, or sealed in a wooden drawer only one person still touches. You need to find it. Because what's coming isn't just a dispute, it's a full-blown confrontation between truth and deception. And you, child of light, are being called to stand at the front. The relative doing this, they have financial pressure right now. They're smiling on the outside, pretending everything is okay, but in secret, their accounts are nearing empty. They see your name on that property as their escape. They've told someone, they won't notice until it's too late. But guess what? You've noticed. The signs were all there. That one time they asked if you remembered the land. The awkward silence when you mentioned your father. The way they changed the topic when paperwork was brought up. All of it, part of a larger attempt to outsmart you, but also to outsmart fate. What they don't realize is that heaven always brings justice, especially when something sacred is at stake. Archangel Michael says, "The time for silence has ended." Your spiritual team is not only protecting you but also exposing them. This person will begin acting nervous around you. They will ask unusual questions. They may even try to flatter you suddenly or try to pick a fight to throw you off track. But you must remain calm, because the truth is already working behind the scenes in your favor. The moment you become fully aware of this scheme is the moment their plan begins to collapse. They counted on your silence. They counted on your distance. They counted on your trust. But they never counted on your divine protection and timing. Right now, you may be questioning why this person would betray you. After all, you shared meals, laughter, even secrets with them. But desperation reveals a person's truest nature. This family member once wished you well, but envy began to fester. The moment they learned about the land, they decided they deserved it more than you. They believe they're entitled. They believe you have enough. They believe that taking it won't hurt you much. But they are wrong. Because this land is connected to your purpose, your peace, and a future legacy that your father foresaw. And that's something no thief can ever truly steal. The land is trying to call you back. You may have even been thinking about going there recently. Maybe you saw a photo of it, or someone mentioned the town, or an old memory rose from nowhere. That wasn't coincidence. That was divine alignment. The land knows who it belongs to, and it's been waiting for you. Archangel Michael says, it's not just land, it's a portal of power. What your father secured for you was meant to anchor your future, to protect your energy, and to provide shelter when the world felt heavy. That's why the enemy wants it, to disconnect you from that power. But their plan will fail. You are being asked to take just one bold step. Make a call. Investigate the records. Visit the property. Say your name out loud there and feel how the soil remembers you. Once you show up physically or spiritually, every forged path will begin to break. They'll try to cover their tracks. They'll pretend they were only checking in. They might even say they were looking out for you. But inside, they will feel a chill. Because heaven has sounded the alarm, and the rightful heir has returned. There is one other twist. This person isn't working alone. There is a second person, quieter, more observant, and smarter. They're guiding the plan behind the scenes. They are the one your relative confides in late at night. This second person is the true architect of the betrayal. But don't worry. You are not alone either. There are divine protectors around you, guiding every move, revealing every shadow, and building an invisible wall around your inheritance. No weapon formed against your legacy shall succeed. Because light always finds a way through the darkness. The window of time is short. Documents are being moved. A deal is being discussed. But if you act now, with clarity, wisdom, and presence, you will not only recover what's yours, you will restore your father's peace in the spiritual realm. This message isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to activate you. You have been passive long enough. The season of silence is over. Your name is written in the soil, in the documents, and in your father's prayers. Do not let anyone erase that. Go back if you must. Talk to someone who helped your father with the paperwork. Look through his belongings. Ask the right questions. You will be shocked how quickly the truth begins to emerge. Your Father's Spirit is with you now. He knows you are strong enough. He knows you are wise enough. And He is proud that you are rising to reclaim what is already yours. This moment was always going to come. It was written in your path. The betrayal was foreseen. But so was your victory. And now that you have seen the truth, nothing will ever be the same again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The battle you are entering is not only physical, it's spiritual. This land represents more than wealth or shelter. It's part of your divine contract. Heaven is watching closely, ensuring that nothing meant for you will be stolen, but your action is the missing key. Your presence is the trigger that awakens protection. Once you step toward the land, the energy that lies dormant will ignite, and the one who's been scheming will begin to feel everything unravel. They will experience delay after delay. Confusion will grip their plans. The lawyer they trusted may back out mysteriously or suddenly feel unsure. That's not coincidence. It's interference from higher forces. You are being given this moment now so you can reclaim what is yours before papers are rewritten or evidence erased. Archangel Michael says, "Justice delayed is not justice denied. But delay no more." You've been passive in trusting those around you, and that grace period is closing. This is your moment to act with power, not fear. Stand tall. Let your energy speak before you say a word. Do not confront with rage, confront with certainty. Speak calmly. Ask the questions that reveal truth. And watch how the guilty stutter, deflect, and crumble. Because liars collapse under pressure when they're faced with divine fire. And your light burns brighter now than ever before. Let this be a reminder. Not every family member is family. Some carry your blood but not your soul's intent. Some want what you have, without the path you took to earn it. This person is trying to harvest a tree they didn't plant, and heaven will not allow it. There is one more message your Father wants you to know. When He placed your name on that deed, He felt peace in His heart. He believed you would find the land when the time was right. And today is that time. This message isn't random. This moment is not luck. You may be thousands of miles away or within a walk's distance, but spiritually, you're standing at the gates right now. The gates to your rightful place. All that remains is for you to knock, and watch how it opens wide. Prepare for resistance, but also prepare for unexpected allies. Someone in the family, an elder or a quiet cousin, knows the truth but has been silent. They are afraid of the one stealing from you, but they are more afraid of divine punishment. Once you begin your search, they will step forward and confirm what you suspect. They have information, they have seen documents, and they have heard conversations they were never meant to hear. Do not ignore them. They are being spiritually pushed to speak for a reason. Every piece of this puzzle is being placed before you in divine timing. And even though the enemy tried to get ahead of you, the truth has a louder voice than lies. Archangel Michael says, "You are entering a season of divine reversal. What was stolen will be returned. What was hidden will be exposed. And what was meant for you will be multiplied once your faith is backed by action. You are stronger than you know. You are wiser than they assumed. And you are walking with the protection of those in heaven and the warriors of light beside you. So go forward with clarity. Every lie they told will fall apart in your presence. Every secret they buried will rise in the light. And every blessing tied to that land will flow to you once you reclaim it. This is your legacy. This is your land. This is your moment. Even if they used legal tricks, loopholes, or signatures, heaven will create a disruption that exposes the truth. You may be contacted by someone unexpected, a clerk, a land official, a spiritual elder. Their message will be clear: there's something strange happening. Please come see for yourself. That will be your sign. They thought they had time. They thought you were distracted. They thought they could pull this off while you were focused elsewhere. But the angelic alarm has been sounded. You have seen this message. And now the tide is turning. Their footsteps are being watched. Their words are being recorded spiritually. And every act against your name is being documented in heaven's court. They can forge papers, but they cannot forge truth. And they will soon realize that. You may not need to fight loudly. Sometimes, all it takes is one appearance, one question, one silent move, and the entire house of lies collapses. Do not be afraid to take that step, because you're walking in divine timing now. Your Father walks with you in spirit. His love never faded. He smiles as you rise to protect the thing He quietly gave you. This isn't revenge. This is restoration. This isn't fear. This is fulfillment. And what's coming next will shock them. Because when the dust clears, not only will you own that land, but something bigger will open up. That property was just the beginning. It was the seed. Now comes the harvest. Once this battle is settled, you will step into a season of blessing beyond property, wealth, alignment, honor, and peace. So don't delay. Look into the matter now. Ask the questions. Dig into the files. Talk to those who remember. Because heaven has lit the path for you, and all that remains is your yes. And remember, this wasn't just about you. This land will become something much more. A place of healing, a place of refuge, a place of divine exchange. They tried to steal it, but you are the one chosen to build it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your Father's hands may no longer touch the earth, but His intentions are rooted deep in it. Every nail He hammered, every tree He planted, every legal move He made to secure that land under your name, those were His silent promises. And the ground remembers. You are not just reclaiming a piece of property, you are restoring the sacred link between generations. They tried to break that chain, but they never realized it was forged in spiritual fire. Now listen closely. There's a room, perhaps in your family's old house or in a place you haven't visited in a long time, where something is hidden. Inside that room is a drawer, a tin box, or an envelope that holds the missing proof. This proof will validate everything and destroy every lie. The angels are guiding your steps toward it. You may even feel a nudge or sudden desire to visit that place soon. That is no accident. Follow it. Archangel Michael says, this is more than inheritance, it's alignment. Once this land is truly reclaimed, a powerful shift in your life will begin. You'll start noticing changes in your energy, things that once confused. You will suddenly make sense. old blockages will lift, and opportunities you've been praying for will come to you. Why? Because a spiritual blockage is being removed the moment you step into what's rightfully yours. The one attempting to take it from you is nervous. They've had sleepless nights. They've avoided eye contact. And they are being spiritually pressed by guilt, even if they won't admit it. They know what they're doing is wrong. But greed has silenced their conscience. What they don't know is that your silence is not weakness. It's spiritual strategy. But now, that silence must end. You will not confront them in chaos. You will confront them in power, peace, and divine confidence. When you speak, their excuses will sound like dust. When you show up, the lies will scatter like ashes in the wind. Heaven has already written your victory. Now it's time for the earth to see it unfold. You are protected in this journey. No court will stand against divine justice. No lawyer can undo what has been sealed in your name by love, legacy, and intention. And the more they try to interfere, the more tangled they become in their own web. You are stepping into a divine reversal, and it is irreversible. Soon, others in the family will hear about this. They will be shocked. Some will support you. Some will stay silent. But none will be able to deny the truth when it's revealed. And your strength in this moment will inspire others to rise and protect what is sacred in their lives too. You are setting an example, for your children, for your future lineage, for the energy that follows your bloodline. There is also a financial blessing attached to that land. What you didn't know is that the land has appreciated in value significantly. What your father bought for a humble price is now worth much more. The enemy knows this. That's why they're rushing. They want to sell it fast, before you find out. They may even try to borrow against it or claim false ownership. But now, you know. And with that knowledge comes power. Power to act. Power to investigate. Power to file a legal hold. Even if you don't know where to start, heaven will guide your every step. The right names, officials, and supporters will align with you once you take the first move. This isn't just a fight for land. This is a declaration that your destiny cannot be stolen. Your foundation cannot be tampered with. Your identity cannot be erased from the records of heaven or earth. And your father's trust in you was not in vain. When you walk the land again, or even speak its name, you may feel emotional. Tears may rise. Don't hold them back, because you'll be reconnecting with something ancient and eternal. That land recognizes your spirit. It remembers your presence. It has been waiting for your return. There's more. Once you reclaim this land, you will be surprised at what unlocks in other areas of your life. Your finances will improve. Your focus will sharpen. Your spiritual gifts will intensify. Why? Because the interference around your name and energy will finally be broken. The enemy wanted to tie your spirit in confusion, to drain your resources with distraction. But the moment you say, "This is mine, and I'm taking it back," a chain breaks in the unseen. Watch what begins to happen after that. You may feel alone in this, but spiritually, an army walks with you. Angels have been assigned to protect the land. Your father's presence has never fully left it. And Archangel Michael says, he will walk beside you until every lie falls and every truth rises. Let them talk. Let them deny. Let them scheme. It will all crumble. Because truth cannot be buried forever. And you are walking in your full divine authority now. In the coming days, you may receive an unexpected call. Someone may tell you, something strange came up about the property. Don't ignore it. That's your moment to act. Even if the voice seems casual, even if it's just a whisper, listen carefully. That's heaven speaking through them. Prepare your heart. Prepare your documents. Prepare your spirit. You are not stepping into a battle. You are stepping into victory. The land is calling. Justice is rising. And you are exactly who your father believed you would be, a protector of legacy. And before this year ends, there will be a moment of divine reward. A celebration, a blessing, an unexpected opportunity, directly tied to your bravery in reclaiming this sacred space. You'll look back at this day and say, that's when everything shifted. You are not late. You are right on divine time. Your father's last gift is becoming your next foundation. Walk into it. Claim it. Guard it. This is your land. Your right. Your legacy. And nothing, not greed, not lies, not delay, can take it from you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, your footsteps are now being guided with precision. What once seemed hidden is now being revealed. Documents, names, and even silent allies are coming forward. The very walls of deceit that were built around your inheritance are starting to tremble. You may feel nervous or uncertain, but do not let that slow you. Because spiritually, you've already crossed the boundary. You've already stepped onto the sacred soil. Now it's time to make that physical. You may receive signs, unexpected dreams, chills when someone's name is mentioned, a repeated number, or sudden thoughts about your father. These are not coincidences. They are spiritual nudges confirming that your intuition is correct. The person trying to rob your legacy may smile during the day, but at night, their mind is uneasy. They are being spiritually warned, but ignoring it, and that will be their downfall. This message came to you in perfect timing. If you had waited longer, their plan might have succeeded. But because you are here, reading this, you now have the advantage. Your awareness is the divine sword. Your presence is the light that shatters the shadows. And your next move will change the entire outcome. Start by finding the original land papers. Ask questions, even the uncomfortable ones. Document everything you hear. Trust no one's word until you see the proof. And when you speak to them, the ones involved, look into their eyes. You'll know the guilty one by the way their spirit trembles before you say a word. You don't need to yell. You don't need to beg. You don't need to explain your worth. Because truth doesn't ask for permission to exist. It simply is. And now that your truth is returning, no lie can hold its place for long. Archangel Michael says, this land will not only return, it will multiply. Once this property is fully in your hands, the doors of expansion will begin to open. You may be led to build something on it. A home, a spiritual retreat, a garden that heals, or simply a peaceful sanctuary. Whatever you choose, it will be blessed. Because heaven has waited for you to stand in your rightful place. Even if they try to retaliate, you will be covered. Even if they bring legal voices, divine order will speak louder. Even if they lie, the documents will expose the truth. This is no longer a family issue. This is a divine matter. And the universe has chosen this moment for the restoration to begin. A message may come to you through someone unexpected. A child may mention something innocent, but it holds meaning. An elder may finally tell you what they've kept for years. Or you may find your father's handwriting, a note, a margin comment, a date circled, that confirms everything. Don't dismiss anything in this season. Every small clue is part of your divine map. The land is sacred. It has your father's footsteps in its memory. It has your name written in the unseen. And it has waited through seasons, storms, and silence for your return. Now it knows, you are coming. And every tree, stone, and corner will rise to greet you. Archangel Michael says, you are no longer in the shadows. You are walking in your inheritance. This is more than land. This is confirmation that the promise over your life is real. Others may try to take shortcuts, but you were chosen to walk the full path. And that path leads to justice, healing, and generational victory. They tried to act quickly, hoping you would stay silent. But now, you are divinely alert. Every step you take from here forward is watched over by divine eyes. You are protected. You are guided. You are unstoppable when truth is your foundation. Let them talk behind your back. Let them assume you won't act. Let them underestimate your strength. Because when the moment arrives, and it will, you will show them that divine favor is louder than deception. Soon, they will be forced to face the consequences. And it will not come from you. It will come from the spiritual court that never forgets injustice. Their hands will shake. Their plans will collapse. And their allies will abandon them. Because no one escapes the force of truth when heaven declares the verdict. You are walking in prophecy now. Every move, every whisper, every sign is confirmation. Go. Visit the land. Put your hand on the soil. Let your voice declare aloud, this is mine. This is my legacy. This is my Father's promise. The land will recognize your voice. The angels will surround you. And nothing, will be able to remove you again. Your energy is aligning with purpose. Old blockages are crumbling. What was once stuck is now flowing. And soon, financial breakthrough will follow, because truth always unlocks the floodgates of divine provision. This land isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of your next chapter.